Hey, what is up, guys? This is Adversify here, bringing you my week 7 match for APA Little Cup Wi-Fi. This week our opponent is Call Me Harry, Manchespin United, and his team consists of Timber, Cottony, Gibble, Starly, Shieldon, Muna, Alolan Grimer, Frillish, Charmander, and Grubbin. Yeah, pretty much right off the bat, he's got Timber, and it's pretty annoying for me considering both my Hailmons are 4 times weak to fighting. Bunnelby also hates fighting types. Um, so yeah, it's very annoying. Pretty much the only thing that actually likes dealing with Timber is Wingull. Um, but of course you know that means you have to rely on hitting Hurricanes, which is a little bit unreliable, but is what it is. Anyways, other than that, not super scared of his team. But yeah, Timber pretty much single handedly makes the matchup pretty bad for me. Um, but at least he doesn't quite enjoy uh, Wingull either. Problem with Wingull, as is the problem a lot of times with Wingull, is that your opponent brings a Scarfer and then Wingull dies. But he has no defensive counterplay to Wingull, so that's cool. But anyways, let's hop into my team. First off, I am bringing the Mara Icy Rock, just because I think Alolan Sandshrew can definitely go in once Timber dies. Um, but yeah, other than that, it's a pretty standard move set just to hit everything super effectively, get up my rocks, just general Amara stuff. Then we have Alolan Sandshrew. I have Lumberry for the Prankster, Stun Spore, Cottony, that's the potential. And then, knockoff for the Frillish Ice School Spear because Ice is pretty good against his team. And then Earthquake for Shieldon. Um, and yeah, this set pretty much just runs through his team, Sans, uh, what the fuck is it called? Timber. Because, yeah, Mach Punch is pretty good. So next set, a bit of an interesting one. We've got Spikes, Earthquake, Quick Attack, and Wild Charge Bunnelby. Now, half of this set is kind of a protest to last week's loss because I only lost due to return being like a stupid move. And half of the set is actually kind of what I want because I felt like Spikes were really good into his team for just getting a lot of chip down. Um, and Earthquake's good for Shieldon. Wild Charge is good for um, what's it called? Frillish. And then Quick Attack is just good. Outpaces the Mach Punch and just generally like revenge kill. So I actually kind of did have 4 move slot syndrome, but kind of the problem with this was like Cottony kind of beats this set, which is bad because like spikes. So I ran the Normalium Z because I didn't know what other item to run. So Z Quick Attack, it doesn't get priority, unfortunately, but it does kill Cottony. So that's that's pretty cool. Um, but yeah, this set is pretty much designed to be used in tandem with my next set, which is Trapinch. So yeah, you might have thought this nice Spikes Z Quick Attack Bunnelby was the most heat set you'd see today, and you would be wrong because I'm also running Bide Trapinch to trap Timber and kill it. Because basically the idea is you bide, he attacks, I pop my berry juice, then he attacks again, can't kill me again, and then bide goes off and kills him. And the reason I'm running max speed is because bide only has +1 priority, so he could just like ice punch into Mach Punch on the second time and kill me. And I don't think he'd be running any speed because why would you run speed when you could just run bulk and then just hit pretty much everything hard with Mach Punch anyway? I didn't really see anything on my team that was like, man, I'm really going to run speed for this. Um, but yeah, pretty much that's the whole purpose of the set. Everything else is filler. Um, so kind of the plan is I have Bunnelby in there. I'm clicking spikes, and then naturally the mon that he wants to revenge kill Bunnelby with is Timber. So he goes Timber, he kills my Bunnelby, then I go into Trapinch and trap and kill him, and then Alolan Sand Slash or Sand Shrew can run through his team. So that's kind of the game plan on this one. Um, Next up, we do have a Wingull, just a Hurricane Skull knockoff Roost. Knockoff is pretty much there. I mean, pretty, his only flying resist is Cottony, or no, not Cottony. Shield on, which obviously gets destroyed by Scald, which is nice. Knockoff is nice for berry juice, getting rid of Violites on stuff like Frillish, because Frillish I think could be probably his best answer to Wingull. Um, Not that it's a great answer, but it is immune to Scald. Hurricane, of course, is unreliable and probably won't OHKO it. And yeah, just knockoff is just a nice move to have. And then Roost, because why not? And I'm running the Violite just because the kind of one problem with my Trapinch set is if he's bulk up Timber, I actually just kind of like get absolutely destroyed by it. But I don't think he would run bulk up Timber into a Wingull when Wingull pretty much just OHKOs it every time. And I always spam Flyinium Z as well, which makes it just a guaranteed kill no matter what he does. Um, but yeah, last mon, we're bringing Skorupi. This is kind of another like emergency check to Timber and just like general mon. I mean, yeah, I bring Skorupi enough that people should generally know. Like, it's just one of those mons where it's like you just slap it on a team. It's kind of switches into a lot of things, does annoying stuff for your opponent, and then you know can end up being a fodder mon. So yeah, knockoff is just annoying. Whirlwind for bulk up Timber, just in case he brings it, and like I miss Hurricane, and then I'm like don't want to lose. Um, and then yeah, taunt because why not? I uh, I was gonna bring T spikes, but T spikes were pretty garbage this game into Alolan Grimer, which is pretty much always coming. So yeah, that's pretty much the team, and I will see you guys in the battle. And we're back for the battle. So, as you can see, Harry brought Timber, Alolan Grimer, Frillish, Shieldon, Cottony, and Starly. So, pretty much against this team, I have not much reason to not just lead Bunnelby. Go with the strategy that I said in my team builder of leading Spikes and then trying to trap Timber. So that is what we're going to do. We're going to lead off with our Bunnelby, just see what he leads with. Wasn't really sure what he was going to lead with. Thought maybe the Shieldon, but who knows. As he ends up leading with the Timber, which is kind of a weird lead, but kind of works out for me. Now, I think I should be able to live one Mach Punch, but yeah, I'm pretty much just going to go for Spikes, as he just stays in, clicks Drain Punch, and kills me. So we're down 6-5, turn 1. But, this is all according to plan. So not a huge deal. And now we are just going to go into the Trapinch. So he is trapped. And we're going to click our Bide and pray that it actually works. As he actually is going to go for the knockoff here, which is not good because he knocks off the berry juice. Now he's going to go for the ice punch and just knock us out. I figured he would probably go ice punch into ice punch, but apparently not. He was expecting the berry juice Trapinch for some reason instead of the Violite. So yeah, now we are down 6-4, 3 turns in. All we've done is get up one spike in an already bad matchup. So yeah, Wingle's gonna have to put on the hard carry pants this game. Um, Unfortunately, the buy trap and sheet did not work out. Uh, but yeah, anyways, from here, at least the one thing I do know, because he revealed Drain Punch, Knockoff, and Ice Punch, there's actually just a 0% chance that he's not running Mach Punch um, in this matchup. So I know that he's not running the Thunder Punch for the Wingle, and therefore this is a pretty free knockoff for me. Actually, against some timber spreads, Hurricane isn't even a guaranteed KO, and it's just nice to get the Violate off this thing. That way, potentially down the line, I won't even need to click um, Hurricane. I could click Scald, or making it so that he can't really switch into as many things as he'd like, and then revenge kill with Mach Punch, and he'd have to just sack something and then revenge kill. So knockoff is pretty free here. It also covers the switch into the potential Frillish. So he is going to switch out here as expected, um, but he's actually going to go into the shield on. So knockoff is a nice play here. Gets rid of the berry juice from the sturdy juice, and now I can just freely scald here. No reason not to click scald and just take out the shield on, which is really nice. This was his rocker, so no rocks on my side of the field. Very nice for Wingle being able to go switch in and out. Now here I debated whether I should go for Scald or just hard switch, because I thought he might be Pursuit, but he might also just knock off. And obviously, if I get the 50-50 wrong, and I Scald and don't get the burn and he knocks me off, then I'm really screwed. So I just decided to hard switch. Even if he pursues me, I'll be able to live because of my Violate. And it's not a huge deal. So I'm going to hard switch. But he does reveal that he does Pursuit. So I should have Scalded. And unfortunately does get the Poison Touch as well, which is going to be really annoying for my longevity, especially because with how offensive Wingle has to play, probably won't get a chance to roost on too many things. But I'm going to go into my Amara here, set up my Stealth Rocks. I figure he's probably going to switch here, want to keep this healthy for the Wingle. But no, he's just going to stay in and click the knockoff on me, which I was a little bit surprised at, but not the biggest deal ever. Now I could just go for an Earth Power here, try and deal as much damage as possible. He goes for the Shadow Sneak, which won't kill, but it will 2 a KO. So yeah. Now I could save Amara here, but because I didn't get rid of Timber, I don't really feel like I need Hail quite as much. So I'm just going to sack here to another Shadow Sneak. Maybe could have been nice as sack fodder, but I was fine with just sacking it and then going into my Alolan Sandshrew and just being able to click the Icicle Spear here. He could go into Timber, but it's going to be taking a lot, and then I can kind of prevent his healing from Drain Punch by just going Skorupi. And it's like, even though I can't deal so much damage to him with Skorupi, he also can't really deal any damage and heal with Drain Punch against me, which is nice. So we are going to get rid of the Alolan Grimer there, which is very nice. And Timber, as you can see, takes some nice chip damage from the hazards, as we are just going to go straight into the Skorupi here. No reason for me to do anything else, as he will go for the Mach Punch, do absolutely no damage. And we are going to take a little bit of Hail Chip, so is Timber. This is nice. Now here I'm just going to go for the knockoff. Covers all the switch-ins, and like I said earlier, it's pretty nice to get rid of this thing's Violate, as he's also going to knock me off. And now here, I kind of had two plays. I either knock off or I taunt, or sorry, not taunt, or I Poison Jab. Poison Jab, not very effective against Timber, but I could get the poison, and I don't think he'd be running Guts. I think he'd be running Iron Fist, so it would be nice to get him poisoned. Knockoff is better if I think he's going to switch out into something, say like the Frillish, because that also resists poison. Um, but I decided to go for the poison jab. I thought he might stay in here, just because he knows that he doesn't take that much damage from me. But he is going to switch and go into the Frillish, so knockoff would have been a much better play. But alas, it is what it is. I'm gonna go for the poison jab and not get the poison, unfortunately. But it's not a huge deal. The hail stops. So now here I'm just gonna knock off in case this thing is Violet, as he actually reveals to be Scarf, which is pretty scary. But Scroopy is able to clutch this with 1 HP, knock off the Scarf, and kill the Frillish. That is very nice. So he's going to go back into Timber now, very obvious, and just be able to Mach Punch me down, which I'm fine with. Scroopy did its work here. Now here's kind of where the poison from earlier on Wingull really sucks. If I wasn't poisoned here, you know, it wouldn't be that big of a deal. I could probably even roost up here. But because of the poison, I don't want to take too many turns of poison chip. Um, I'm actually going to have to risk the Hurricane here. Um, because so the two mons that he hasn't shown yet, Cottony and Starly, both of them are going to drop to a Hurricane after rocks. Assuming like Starly isn't super bulky, which I wouldn't think it would be. But it's important for me to keep this Wingull kind of healthy because it probably will have to live a Mach Punch, considering I only have this and Alolan Sandshrew left. And if I let myself whittle down into Mach Punch range, then I just lose the game because Alolan Sandshrew is not going to be able to beat everything 1v1. But yeah, I'm going to have to go for the Hurricane here, guarantee myself the kill, as he is going to switch out, obviously, and go into the Cottony. So very important that I hit the Hurricane here, and we are going to end up hitting it, which is very nice. Haven't had the best Hurricane luck this season. Mostly I've been able to use the Z move with it to guarantee it hitting, but we are able to hit a crucial one there as we take a little bit of poison chip. So now he's going to go into Starly. So pretty much this is a 50-50 here. Starly could, it gets close combat, so it can just kill my Alolan Sandshrew. But close combat or U-turn, actually, maybe it doesn't get close combat, but he could just U-turn. So I figure he's probably Scarfed, right? Because Scarf is really the only set that makes sense. So if he's Scarf and he stays in and clicks like Brave Bird or something, then obviously Wingull dies. But Brave Bird isn't a good move to click against Alolan Sandshrew. But if he stays in and clicks U-turn, then he gets a free switch into Timber on Alolan Sandshrew, and then I lose because then the next time, like, I can't switch in with Wingull to Timber, and then next time Starly comes in, it kills Wingull. So it's pretty much just a 50-50 because U-turn isn't always the play because it doesn't kill Wingull from this range. So if I stay in, thinking maybe he's not Scarf and just attack, and he U-turns, it doesn't kill, then what's it called? Then Timber dies and then I win. So I decide that it's probably in my best interest to go into Alolan Sandshrew because he won't know that I think he's Scarf. He might think that I just would stay in and just try and win right there. So I decided to go into the Alolan Sandshrew, and if he makes the U-turn play, good on him. But he is going to stay in and click Brave Bird. So we do get the 50-50 right, and now I can just click the Icicle Spear for absolutely free, never misses. And Timber obviously cannot switch in after the hazards because it has been taking a lot of chip, and it has no Violet. So he's going to stay in, hope to get the crit, or maybe like a super high roll to kill me, but he will not. and we are able to click the Icicle Spear, knock out the Starly, and now we do win the game because Timber always dies to Scald, and I never die to Mach Punch unless he crits me because I am the Violite and a little bit bulkier Wingull than normal. So he's just going to Mach Punch here. Smart play by him. And, I'm going to sack a Lone Sandshrew, obviously, because why would I go Wingull? So now we're going to go into the Wingull. He's going to click the Mach Punch and not get the crit. So we are able to live and click Scald and take out the Timber, the absolute menace to our team. Thankfully, drops, and we're going to be able to pick up a crucial 1-0 victory. Very important for our playoff hopes. Moving now to 4-3 instead of 3-4 is a huge boost, and also being able to push down one of my competitors from potentially being 5-2 to now being 4-3, same record as me. So this was a really nice win. Timber is a beast, and I did not enjoy playing it at all. But Wingull, also a beast, also very hard for him to deal with. And thankfully, we were able to walk out of here with the win. So we'll try and keep the momentum rolling next week. See if we can get up to 5-3. Our opponent is winless next week, so I'm feeling pretty good about that match. And getting to 5-3 would be huge for our playoff hopes. So anyways, until next week, I'll see you guys later.